How about now? Ah. Ah. That's probably my fault. I hope I fixed it. Here you know. Okay. So I guess the mic got goofed up. It was under the default settings and not under my mic. It's weird. Okay, sorry. Oh, I gotta fix. Thank you, Kits, for pointing that out. You fixed it real quick. Nice, yeah. I kinda figured there was some kind of error happening. How's the game audio? Is it too loud? Is it good? You want it louder? Because again, I had to re-add everything recently, so game audio is good too? Good. As long as it's not blasting anybody's ears right now, that's good. Oh no. Uh-oh. Behind me. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Damn. I'll just climb on up here. Oh no. Oh no. Ow. Oh shoot! Oh shit! Ah. Oh. This is fine. This is fine. Let's keep it going. Also, if you guys want to join me, let me know. I could also go into my Discord server and we could voice chat while we play some games. Or if you want to just join in voice chat, that is also fine too. If you want to keep me company. Ah, shoot. How was the music stream, by the way? I went to eat earlier. Oh, it was a disaster. Somehow I had communication issues between the app and the computer, and so there was that. I don't know. I think there's something wrong with the application itself. I've uninstalled it and reinstalled it again, and nothing fixed, so I don't really know, because I didn't have issues before. And it was working before I started streaming, so it was just really weird. It just went into a funk when I started, so maybe I'll attempt to do it again soon. Could be any number of things. Yeah. I just feel like I was troubleshooting for 20 minutes, didn't really do anything for the last 20 minutes, so I was like, you know, I'm just gonna play a game. Since I haven't really played much Splatoon. Oh, Scoots? No. Yeah, Apple products? No. Actually, I was trying to connect to Windows and my phone's an Android, so it's really bizarre. It used to work before, so I don't know why it's not doing it now. I was starting to think maybe the app had an update or something, or their thing is down. Don't know. I'll figure it out soon. I may be trying to find an alternative to actually share my phone screen, my mirroring, onto the laptop. Noise. Oh, shoot. Ah. Dang. Got me at the end. Oh, I assumed wrong. Oh. No, it has nothing. I don't think. I'm not sure if it has to do with the compatibility between, like, Apple or PC, but that could have been something like that if that was the case. But since I had an Android phone and it's kind of bizarre to me. Let's go. But yeah, aside from playing Dead by Daylight and on Steam, by the way, aside from doing that and the music thing has been kind of a total bust lately, but I don't know. I do have Dead by Daylight on my Switch, so where did I go? Oh. Oh, hello. Excuse me. I need to try these new weapons. I want to try to get them. I haven't played a lot of Splatoon 2D, so I'm gonna do that. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Wee. Oh. Ah. Oh, well. Still got him, I guess. That works. That works out. Oh, wait, come back. Shoot! Scared me. Oh! I really didn't want to be caught in the midst of that. I survived. For now. Oh, dang it. I was hoping I'd get him. Oh no. Aw. We tried. Also, I was gonna try to stream a mobile game on the thing too, and considering if my music gamepad won't work on my app, I won't be able to mirror the game either. So, because I came across this this turn-based game, it's like a Digimon game that you pretty much like versus. So I was like, oh, that looks neato. So. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to stream that, but I was hoping I would. Somehow. Maybe just figure it out. Digimon? Yeah, Digimon. Yeah, it's just a turn-based game. Woohoo, let's go. I was gonna follow that person, but oh, they're coming up here, aren't they? Okay. That takes care of that for now. Actually, I wasn't gonna make that jump anyway. Oh shoot! I dead ski. I'm dead ski. Damn. Holy shit. Oh no. Oh jeez. Oh jeez, no. Oh jeez, no. Oh freak. Oh no. Oh god, no. Ah man. Wait. Oh! I didn't realize that person was spawning there. Well. Definitely fooled me. Oh, man, we were so close. Dang it. So close. Oof. Yeah, it's fine though. Super close. It was. Honestly. Woohoo, bail time again. Lumi top, let's go. Well, you mean carry? Cause I'm definitely not carry. Cause you know who's actually carrying this game? Oh no! Don't kill me. Oh, 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 oh. Ah. I thought maybe just going in their base is just a little ballsy of me, but you know. I should have been stealthy. There we go. Got this soon. I think he got me a couple times. Oh no! You come back for revenge? Oh man. Hello. Hello Slash, how are you doing? I am playing the Splatoon game. Oh. Oh no, somebody's behind me. Ah, shoot. Ah, okay. Ah! Ah! That's okay. That was okay. Good. Just got back. Okay, oh, wait. Good, just got off. Back to blood. Ah! Okay. I hope you're doing well. Let's go. how's the game going? The game's going really good so far. I haven't had issues so far with Splatoon. So far, I've only had issues with Steam games and making music. Oh, shoot. Oh, gosh. But, yeah, game's going good on the Switch. No issues so far. Hopefully there won't be any, but, you know. Knowing my luck with things, who knows? But, in the meantime, it's good. It's all good. That's good, yeah. Also, if you actually want to join in on a game, let me know and I can open a lobby for you guys. So, oh, ah. I'll let you know. Okie dokie. Oh, shoot. Ah, I forgot about that ability. Shoot. I was like, oh, attack now? Attack now. Dies. Well, at least we've won, though. It's always a good thing. Got 5 kills. Cool, cool. Not bad. Nice, indeed. I got hit with an ad. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. To be fair, you're not really missing anything important right now, so it's fine. But yeah, I hate that. Like I said, nothing so far, just started a game. Oh no! Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh no! Talking about being trapped in there, man. Oh, really? Hey, I could go this way instead. Oh, they're waiting for me, aren't they? Huh. Oh, Snowflake got me, but I got them too. Cool. Oh, was no, that was King K. Oh. Okay. I had a feeling someone's gonna follow me. Oh! Wait! Wait! How? I thought I moved. How did that even happen? It's like going through walls or something. That was bizarre. Oh. Nintendo Online, let's go. Yes. But the craziness that's happening. Not a bad team so far. Oh, we're jumping right in it. Ow! That hurt. Got Snowflake again. But Simp got me. Oh! I think we did okay. Yeah. That's what's up. Victory. Good game. Let me tap again. Let's go. Oh, it wasn't me though. It's the team. But I appreciate you though. Oh, ow. Don't go over there. Oh, no. Eh. Oh no. No. I'm always coming across Snowflake. That might be a close match. Oh, oh, oh. That might be a... Wait. Okay. Alright. I was looking at our area, we didn't get much turf there, but it works. I can join in the open room. Alrighty, cool. Do you want to go on voice chat or just play the game? What am I going there for? What am I doing? Yeah, open room. You can chat you. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna hop in the gaming lobby.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Good.
That's good.
Here now that I'm gonna play Splatoon with you.
I'm happy about that. Also, Hookah might be joining us, but they're gonna be playing Faz, so...
Oh, just to hang out?
Yeah, just to hang out and voice chat.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. I was just, talking to her just now.
Just give me a second, I'm, going through all this Splatfest results.
Oh no, take your time.
Dang. Yeah, I can't believe Nessie won.
Yeah, I know. I was all like, wait. I was like, Alien? Nessie? Oh. That was like my thought. I was like, wait. Aw. That was...
I don't think Big Man's ever gonna win one.
I thought he didn't win any? I thought he won.
Did Big Man win any?
Maybe one. But I don't know what one.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Same.
Okay, joining now.
Okay.
I still have the regular shirt on. They took off my tee and they put on the regular newbie shirt on.
Oh shit! I don't even know if I didn't even look at my shirt. I just was like, let's just play the game right now.
Just play the game.
Let's just play the game right now because I was just like, fuck it, let's just do it.
Oh, you have the newbie shirt.
I do have the fucking newbie shirt. I got the fucking hobo shirt.
You gonna take it off?
I don't know if I can't. I don't know if I can now. Swap.
Press
no,
plus.
It won't let me unless I cancel. Fuck it. I don't care. I'm gonna wear the hobo shirt for this round. Fuck it.
Calling it the hobo shirt.
It looks like a hobo shirt. It's got holes in it and everything. The hobo shirt.
Dang. Homeless food.
I mean, I haven't played the expansion yet, and I keep forgetting to buy the thing, and I don't even know what was the reason behind that shirt now, so.
The expansion doesn't really give you anything right now. I don't think it's worth it. Like, I like the new lobby. I feel like that should have been like a free thing.
So it's not all as packed up to be at this time.
Nah, all the more interesting things are like the weapons, but then that's already free. Weapons and maps. Kill 2 people by accident.
An accident in this game? But no, I've done that where they'd be just hiding and I wouldn't even know they were there. And I'm like, oh, okay. Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
At the same time, it's like, it's just funny. I'm just like, ooh.
Because no one was expecting it. Not even yourself.
Yeah. I guess they'll die, you know? Oh no! I need to upgrade mine. Oh shit! Oh my god! I actually want that ability though. with the giant squid. It's like large trying to get you.
I don't know what it's on there.
I don't know.
On
but
the sniper?
Might be. I want to at least play more of this game so I can unlock more of those weapons and abilities, so especially that one. I was just like, that is interesting. That scares me every time I see it. You got this. Oh, thank you, Weedy. You're such a good team. We love you. Actually, I forgot to actually give you guys a shout out.
Who?
I have the shout out thing. Where I shout people out. I meant to do that earlier during the stream and I just slipped my mind. Usually now it gets triggered by raids. Should be triggered by raids as well. But...
You can boss Weedy to do it.
Yeah.
Weedy has mod power.
Oh, splatting rock.
Did we get this? Oh no, I died.
Oh no, don't die.
I was kind of just swimming around.
Hey Slash. He's vibing in the chat.
Oh, I got those too. Still gonna rock your hobo shirt.
Oh, right. Shout out to Weedy. Check out his stuff. He is an amazing streamer. You'll love his vibe.
Mario.
Mario?
Oh yeah, did you see the Mario movie yet?
No, but I want to.
I want to see it too. I haven't seen. I only hear good things about it.
Yeah.
I think it's funny how before the movie even came out, all the critics and movie reviewers, movie journalists, I guess that's what they're called. They wanted to bomb that movie, saying, "Ooh, it's not good." And then when the when the audience reviews came out, they loved it,
Oh
which
yeah.
makes you think like, maybe they're out of touch.
I'm pretty sure the movies was full when it came out. 'Cause I was like, ooh, I want to say the day of, and I was like, wait. So I was gonna hold off for a little bit until, you know, people already watched the movie. Because last time I went to see a movie the day of, I literally I had a hard time focusing, I guess, because everybody was either laughing or getting scared or screaming. I seen like the horror movie that opened on the opening day, and I was just like, I just couldn't get into the movie because of everybody else in the theater. It was just too cool. Too much going on for me.
Not into like the crowd hype?
The what?
Like you don't get a lot of hype from just being with the crowd.
I mean, I do. It's just like, okay, I'm watching a scary movie. I expect to be scared, you know, and of course, somebody, like, randomly, a jump scene comes on and then someone's just like screaming like, ah, and then everybody laughs and it's like all of a sudden not scary, it's comedy. It's just like, oh.
So you want to be in a movie theater by yourself? That's what you're saying.
Not by myself.
I
just want to get into the movie. I don't want distractions, and I don't know. I'm just picky by that, I guess. Like, especially if I can't pick this row that I want to be in, and I'm stuck either being way, way in the back, or I'm like way, way in the front, where I'm just like, yeah, I like to be like centered. So if I ain't getting my favorite seat either, I'm just like, nah, I'll just go there.
Why you review the tickets online? You have to pick out a seat.
Yeah, I haven't looked online, so again, I was kind of just out. I just like usually now I just don't usually go to movies the day of, you know, like maybe that weekend or something, or the following weekend. Just let it relax a little.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it then.
Because last time I think I tried getting tickets to a movie, and I think it was a Marvel movie, and that same thing, same issue. Just my favorite seats are being taken, or it's just too full, or it's sold out, or you know, that's a little bit of an inconvenience. So I'm pretty patient in that regards, but you know, like I know that people has been saying like, oh, I seen the movie, and I'm just like, fuck, you know. I wish I could just watch it at home.
But then you have to subscribe to like a whole different streaming service just to get the movie.
Yeah, you have to pay for it, and it's but again, you know, it's like another thing, you know, paying for something where you can watch at home, which I don't mind. I don't like doing it, which is kind of weird because like years ago, I didn't mind going to Blockbuster and getting a video because it's interesting because that was a thing. It's still a thing. There's still like a remaining Blockbuster somewhere. I don't know where, but it has one that's still open, and they still go in there to get
Alaska?
a movie. Huh?
I think Alaska.
Is it Alaska? I don't know. I just know there's only
Something.
one existing Blockbuster somewhere, and yeah. But now when I think about it, I'm like, do I actually want to go to the Blockbuster to get a movie? Part of me is like, yeah, I'll do it for nostalgic reasons, but at the same time, I'm just like, we got Netflix, we got HBO Max, we got all these streaming services. So.
I don't have any streaming services.
I do. I just don't have all of them.
Getting all of them is like way too much money.
adds up. If you have at least majority of them.
Yeah, like the popular ones.
Yeah.
The ones that people actually care about.
I feel like the majority of them probably like I want to say runs me like $30-40 a month. I want to say that, and it might be more. I don't know. I recently just got Crunchyroll, and I know that I'm not removing that because that's one of the main things I watch is anime now. So it's not movies, it's anime.
You watch anime now?
Why? Oh, wait, do you seem very shocked by that? Do you not know I watch anime?
No. It's weird. It's weird.
It's weird.
I follow a lot of VTubers, but then not a lot of anime.
Oh.
It's like anime is it's like an art aesthetic now. It's a brand. Like, it's not really something that people watch too much now, or at least from the people I talk to.
That's really weird. Maybe is it because I've watched anime like starting when I was like younger, like high school? So I don't know. Like there was a time like I actually haven't watched anime in like maybe I want to say a year or two, and then I got back into it again. But that's because of life, you know, stuff happens, whatnot. But yeah, because I thought, you know, I wasn't gonna catch up with all the new stuff. But now I just know that I'm not gonna sit through a big series like how everyone does. Like if someone asks me to watch One Piece, I'm gonna have to decline it. Kindly decline. Like I'm sorry, no. Like usually I do like 12 episode caps or maybe 2 seasons that have like 12 episodes, but you will not see me sit through 350 episode thing when most of them are like fillers and I have to filter them out. So I just, yeah, that takes a lot of determination for me. Thank you for the shout out. Oh, no problem, Weedy. Sorry, I just looked at the chat very late. But the longest series
you shouted me out too.
Yes, I did, but you didn't have a clip, but we'll get you one. I should have
I don't have clips.
You don't have clips. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I should have probably clipped a video on your thing, then you probably would have had a clip.
I have to clip it. I have to clip my own.
No, I said I would have to clip it. I have to be there to clip it.
Oh, you clip? Okay.
I could clip. I was able to clip Hookah's videos. So. Any hoozles.
I feel like Hookah has something going on with dumpies.
Dumpies? Dumpies?
Dump trucks.
Dump trucks? Oh gosh.
Because the 2 times I watched Hookah, like one of her streams, or like the only stream I watched from her, and in the collab, the dumpies were mentioned.
Oh.
I'm like, I sense a pattern.
Well, but like to be fair, who doesn't like a person with an extra joke in their trunk? I mean, I don't know. I won't deny that. It's like it's not a bad thing. So.
And then you need
like,
to question
I didn't know what you mean. It was about the dumpies. I was just like, say what?
Yeah, the dumpies.
Yeah, I got you now. I got you now. I was very late on that. That's all. I was just very confused.
Oh, maybe I would have been too.
You see, my boomer self can't understand this. I have to be like, oh, what is that you said? What is the dumpies?
No, you're just processing.
I have to say though, one of the funniest part of the stream when I was on your stream, and Puka was there, and she was just like slapping everybody's butt, and I just couldn't get over that.
See, that's what I'm talking about. See, you're mentioning it now too. See,
Yeah.
I told you.
But like, she's just trying to make the game more fun. So it's just funny because it's just like, because we're puddling over and our butt's sticking out and we're doing generators. So it's like, but to be fair, I didn't even know the avatar could actually do a weird, like, it looks like it's hitting your butt ability. So I was just all like, I guess that's a thing. That's a thing that happens on Dead by Daylight. No, but she's great though. She makes it more interesting.
She has that like personality.
Oh, I love her. She's great. We were talking about something else. Oh right, the anime. My longest
The
series.
anime.
Yeah, the longest series I've actually watched was Inuyasha. Like I completed it from beginning to end, and I'm proud of myself for
Classic.
that. Yeah, I am so proud of myself for that. 'Cause I was just like, that is the like, I sat through the whole thing, and to me that was a long anime. To other people, they're like, nah, and I'm just like, to me it is. So, yeah, I just don't do that anymore. I don't sit through really long series. So the recent one that I've seen lately was what was it? Don't Toy With Me, Nagatoro.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that one is like funny, cute. It's like cringe because you feel for him and you're just like, oh poor guy, you know, but it's cute.
But you're gonna keep watching it though.
Yeah, I just finished the first season. I'm gonna watch the second. So I'm not sure if there's any relations to the first. I thought that was the end, and then I went through. I was like, wait, there's a second season? I was just like, oh. So that's the next project I'm doing.
Oh yeah, because it's based off the manga. And I think the manga is still ongoing. I might be wrong.
Okay, yeah.
It's funny though, like a lot of those animes, I would have never watched as a kid because I could only watch anime on cable TV. Like only the most popular ones, like for I guess boys. Yeah, for like boys, which is like Naruto, Bleach, Dragon Ball. But then sometimes they would show Inuyasha. And I'm like, yeah, I always hear good things about this. But then I could never get into it because it would be one random episode from the season. And I'd be like, what am I watching?
Right.
There's like no start or ending.
No, I actually remember when the first episode came out because I was so hyped up for it, and I actually got the VHS tape and I recorded my episodes because I had school the next day and they would always give it out in the morning. Someone made a heart.
What?
So you didn't see that? They were making a
No,
heart on their
what
side.
happened? What happened? Is it on the map? What is
Yeah, it was on the map, but I inked it. I was like, oh, well.
a bunch of lovers in the battlefield.
I suppose.
Must be the two brushes on their team.
Now that I think about it, I may have given those VHS tapes to Hugo years ago. Because I decided to buy the DVD set because you know what? I thought it was worthy of getting the Inuyasha series after actually completing it. It was like, okay, now to actually keep it because I told myself I'm not gonna buy an anime DVD set or anything unless I watch it and know I like it. And that's probably the only thing I committed to is getting all the seasons, and I did. The only thing I don't have is Final Act. And
What is Final Act?
Huh?
What is Final Act?
It's the I guess it's like an off story of Inuyasha, but it has to do with Inuyasha's and Shishomaru's kids.
Oh, an after story?
An after story, yeah. Kind of like Naruto, and then you know the other Naruto, like that. Yeah. Nobody, I guess.
Boruto,
or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like something like that, but I was kind of like really hesitant, but when I heard about it, I was just like, oh, I hope it's good. I hope it's good. And sure enough, the first episode drawed me in. I was like, okay, I like this. I like this a lot. So yeah, I actually, interesting because I watched it subtitled because I just could not wait for it dubbed. So I was just like, I don't care. I'm watching it because I got used to watching Inuyasha dubbed for years because of it being on Cartoon Network. So. And
I mean, Adult Swim.
Adult Swim, yes, but you know what I mean. You know the late night hours of a Cartoon Network.
Except that I would have to sit through King of the Hill, Family Guy, American Dad, Robot Chicken, and then it would show the anime. I hated that because like I had to sleep for school, but then anime. Why didn't they just show it earlier? Why do I have to watch King of the Hill?
I actually I can't really say I dislike King of the Hill, but it was an alright show to sit through. But yeah, usually when I'm like just wanting anime, I'm just like, oh yeah, I just want to get to the next thing. I just want to do the thing. And then I think it was like also, I thought Toonami also posted the anime stuff. I forgot.
Oh yeah, Toonami.
I'm not sure if they're still a thing, but I haven't watched television a lot.
When I was watching Cartoon Network and Adult Swim, I think at one point they got rid of Toonami. Toonami. But I remember watching Naruto on Toonami. Again, they would show like a random episode from the middle of the season, and I'd be like, what am I watching?
Yeah.
You know, and I think, my dad, he had a friend, right? And his one friend got him CDs. I just had like the whole Naruto season on it. But the CDs weren't official, right?
Oh. It was one of those series.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that's how I like finished up the Naruto series. Or the original series before Shippuden came out.
Oh my gosh, I just like remember those days. Because times when I was in desperate need of wanting to watch anime, I had to ask my ex to learn some anime for me. And I have to say, they were probably the worst quality ever, but at least I knew what was going on. So, because I think he had like LiveWire or something. He had something. He got stuff online. and I was just like, it's okay, it's pixelated, but I get what's going on, so. And I ended up watching a lot of.
You get to, as long as you understand the plot.
Yeah.
All that matters.
I mean, yeah, it was just when it came to like really fast, you know, fighting scenes, it was just very much like pixelated and.
like a stream.
Yeah.
Like,
like
for the bitrate, it gets really crushed.
Yeah, pretty much that. Like when is that 200 bitrate or 2000? Should I say? It feels like 200, but like usually at 2000, you're like, ugh.
That good old 360p.
No, I was doing that for a little bit when I was streaming in Florida, so it sucks. That's why I haven't streamed a whole lot of Splatoon in Florida. I was just like, yeah, that ain't a thing. The only time
You streamed it like every day at one point though.
I was in St. Pete in Florida until I moved to Ocala. Then it was shit, and then from Ocala, then moved to Illinois. So. There's a lot of moving in such a short time frame, in a matter of 3-4 months. A lot of moving. Yeah. A lot of moving
Way more
around.
moving than me.
It's not fun. I don't know where anything is anymore. I have to like search through it. Like I could have sort of put it here, and I didn't put it there. And it's like I still have things that are misplaced and not in this spot. I remember, so I still feel like I'm not exactly sorted out. I'll get there. Yeah.
Is that kind of sad?
A little bit, but right now I'm pretty much gonna be staying for a while unless something unexpected happens. But this is there's no moving around. This is a foundation episode. And at first I was kind of uncomfortable with the fact being in Illinois by myself, but then I was just like, you know what? It's not too bad. I'm back home. Back to where I know things. And, it's just, everything is just different, but the same at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. But it's like, after not being there for 5 years, I was just like, you know, it looks the same, but everything changed. I was just like, what happened? A lot of stores were moved, a lot of stores was added. I was kind of lost where I was for a second. I was just like, oh wait, oh I know this, no I don't. So it was just rediscovering everything again. But it's not bad. I like being closer to the city.
I hope I remember my home state when I go back to it. I feel like it's gonna be sad if I forget it like you.
Well, the thing is, like, I didn't forget. It's just it's not what I remember. Like, I kind of was like, oh, I might see this and that there, and I was just like, oh wait, that's not there anymore. Aw. You know, because I was just like, oh, that restaurant's not there, or something changed. But they added newer stuff, which is convenient. But it was just kind of like nostalgia purposes. It's like not exactly the same. Like things evolve, you know, things change. And maybe because I'm close to the city, everything changes quicker. So, but speaking of that, I forget about the sirens and the police cars and like, okay, I was just hoping like it wasn't heard on stream because since we're kind of closer to the road, the main road, there's actually police cars that zoom through. So there's always kind of like a car ruckus or ambulance or something driving by, or, you know what I mean? It's just very alive, I guess.
Ambulance.
Ambulance. But I have to say though, I honestly miss the food here. I went to this restaurant called it's a Hong Kong restaurant, and I will say they always serve the best fried rice ever. Like I haven't had any rice that compared to that restaurant. I've been searching for it for 5 years in Florida, never found it until I got back, and I was just like, oh my god, the food just tastes amazing here again. Like I was just like, why did I leave? Why did I leave? Why did I leave Illinois? I left all this
Food brings you
glorious-
back home.
Honestly, yeah. And the sad thing is, like, I haven't even been eating that much because I'm trying to save money. But man, like when I started like eating the food out here, it just tastes better. I don't know. Maybe it's just I got used to it, but it's just I don't know. Something about northern food is just good. I mean, I haven't tried the deep dish Chicago pizza yet, but it's there. I'm sure I could get it. So.
I mean, I do know that I moved from Pennsylvania to North Carolina, and I guess my taste buds are just different. There's a lot of food that are missed for me, like hit or miss.
In North Carolina?
Yeah.
I haven't been to really tell you. I mean, I've only drove past there. I have not stopped by at any restaurants, but I'll take your word for it. I don't know what's. I don't know.
But then I do know there's some like there are some stuff I do like that I haven't tried. Like, do you know what a hush puppy is?
I do. It's
You do?
it's like it's not a biscuit. It's a potato that has meat.
Potato?
In it. Is
Wait.
it a potato that has meat in it?
Not
It's
not
like
the one
fried.
that I've eaten, I guess.
It's fried. It's deep fried.
Yeah, it's deep fried.
Maybe
It,
I know what a hush puppy is. I ate it before. I
thought it was, like,
haven't
made out
ate
of
it in a
corn.
long time though. I was just thinking it was like a fried potato. Like its outside is like crispy, and I thought it had like meat inside of it. I thought.
meat? I thought it was like cornbread or something.
Cornbread? It might be corn.
Or not-
You mean corn? Corn. Like actual corn. Corn bits.
Not actual corn, but like. And I can't. I don't even know what I'm eating. All I know is that
I'm gonna have to
you
Google
taste
this.
good.
I'm gonna have to Google this because I'm pretty sure it has something. It's like a ball that has things in it, and it's deep fried. And I was just like, this is the best thing. What is this? Hush puppy's cool. I'm eating it again, whatever it is.
Is it? Well, unless what I'm eating is like from like a like different states have the same thing but different. I don't know.
Maybe I'm gonna have to like Google this shit. But I'm because I've heard of it and I ate it before, but I had to look at it and be like, yep, that's the one. Because I've tried food. Running out of ink every time.
I'm getting kicked out of some games.
Another thing that nobody really talks about, like in the South, is like elotes, which is corn on the cob that has a bunch of. It has like butter. It has a type of. It's like a type of mayo, but not really mayo. But it has chili pepper and like Mexican Parmesan cheese. It is the most like it's fire. That's all I can say. It's just fire.
And what is it called again?
Elotes. It's like it's Mexican street corn.
Oh wait, I think I've eaten that before.
Yeah. So.
Wait, it's not mayo?
I'm not sure, but I think it's because okay. I'm not sure if it has mayo on it, but maybe it's sweeter. But because I don't like mayo, I feel like it could be. I don't know what. It might be just a mayo and just mixed with everything and it tastes good. But like when I think of mayo, I'm just like, ugh, you know, I don't know, by itself. But it might be mayo on the elotes, but I don't know the exact ingredients. But
Okay. Are they supposed to put lettuce? Just like shredded lettuce on it?
no, they put it on the
No?
cob.
Okay.
They literally they poke like a skewer, a wooden skewer through the cob, and then they serve it to you. And it's like it's a cob with a bunch of stuff on it, and it's really good. I mean, it's not the nutritional thing to eat because of the amount of stuff that's on it, but you know.
For me, when I ordered it from a Mexican restaurant, they put a bunch of lettuce on it. I'm like, I just wanted corn. Why are you giving me lettuce?
I don't know about that. That sounds like a southern salad to me because I never seen corn with lettuce unless it's like a
Oh, no,
southern salad. I was
no,
just
it's
like,
no, they gave it to me on like a plate, but then they had like a bunch of lettuce, like a bed of lettuce, and then they put the corn on top, and I'm like, why? Why didn't you just give me the corn by itself?
that is so confusing. I would have been like, but maybe that is their brand of like elotes. I don't know.
I feel like they're ripping me off. They're adding a bunch of extra stuff to it.
I mean, I'm just shocked that there's even lettuce on the thing, because usually there isn't. So, unless they're experimenting, which is like, here you go. This is a healthier alternative. I don't know.
No. I was already eating everything.
Sounds awful.
I don't need lettuce.
It just sounds like an awful thing to eat. I'm sorry.
No. It was good. I just ate around the lettuce.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they were just trying to make it look pretty, because I guess greens look nice on a plate. I don't know. I mean, like green onions and parsley makes it kind of look fancy, so I don't know what the appeal is with the lettuce, but I don't know. Maybe color.
Green onions, chives, or whatever. Mm-hmm. This might be a bad food take, but it tastes like nothing to me. It feels like filler.
Oh, yeah. No, that's... I always thought it was more of a, like, kind of a decoration for food to make it look more appealing. But I do like green onions in, like, my miso soup and just my ramen miso.
I feel like in a soup, the greens, they absorb the broth more. But then when you're just eating it by itself, it's just like water.
Oh, well, I never really eat it like that. So usually when I just cut them up, I just put them in the broth and then kind of just sit a little bit and yeah. I like to add it to the miso soup, because it already has like spinach in it. Or spinach? Not spinach. It's seaweed.
Seaweed.
I was just like, definitely not the same thing.
I like it when they add a tofu to it.
Oh yes. You know, and a lot of people don't like tofu, and I'm just like, you know what? I really don't like it.
Really?
Yeah.
When I was working at Aldi, everyone wanted the tofu.
Yeah,
We would always run out of tofu.
I think it's just, I don't know, a lot of people that I've been around, they're just not a fan of tofu. And you know what? I get it. They're just kind of like their meat, you know? They love it. Maybe they don't like the consistency of it, but...
Well, then get firmer tofu.
There's like a brick cheese.
They don't know. They don't know they can get firm tofu, and then if you cook it a proper way, it turns into like fake chicken.
I never was picky with it, which is like bizarre to me. Like, it doesn't bother me. Like, I'm more kind of cringe with meats than I am with tofu, because I don't like the consistency of certain meats. Like, if it's too chewy or too rubbery, or like when there's fat on the meat, I'm literally just picking at it, just taking it off.
What?
Yeah, I'm picky with my meat, and I've always been like that for years. The only thing that I don't really pick off of is probably like ribs, like baby back ribs or some shit. But like if it comes to like chicken or just anything with cartilage or weird shit like that, I just like I gag a little. I'm just like, bleh.
Okay. Cartilage, I agree with you.
Yeah.
But like fat, that's supposed to be like good for your skin. Like, don't eat too much of it, but like, it's good for your skin.
I don't like how slimy it is. It just feels like I'm holding like boogers or something, or I don't know. Like it's just like I don't know what it is. It just really like grossed me out. It was just like I ate it. I tried to eat it, and I just couldn't even swallow it. Like it was in my mouth, and I couldn't even swallow it. I just spit it out.
Hey, wait.
So.
What about pork belly?
I don't think I've ever tried. So,
really?
Yeah, maybe that could be the issue.
Wait, have you ever been to a Korean barbecue?
Once. Actually, it was in Chicago years ago, but I don't even know if that's what I ate.
Dang. Gotta get you to a Korean barbecue. Get the experience.
I would love that. I would like to go somewhere.
Because pork belly is like the number one like fat food changer, at least for me.
I have
because it just feels like it's part of it.
Yeah, I want to try it. I mean, is that what it's the consistency of? Is mostly fat? Is it fried? I mean, what is the?
How would I describe it? So it's not like goopy.
No.
It's uniform with the meat. Like you've had pork, right?
Huh?
Like how do I describe it? Like pork with the fat still on it. No?
Yeah, I have like bacon. It has like
Yeah, like imagine bacon but like thick cut.
Yeah.
That's sort of like what pork belly is.
Okay. You see, so I could try it, because I wouldn't know if I would just. It's just usually I try something once and I don't like it and I probably won't eat it. So. But it just I avoid things from my own personal experience. If they don't look good, I'm just like, yeah, no. You know, if I had it before, I'm probably never gonna do it again. But I at least try something once.
Oh, I always go back and try it again to see if I like it again, or like it differently. Like I was like that with raisins. Like I used to hate raisins, and then I try it again, and I'm like, I still don't like it as much, but I can eat it. I was like that with a lot of vegetables, and yeah, a lot of vegetables too. Like I could not eat tomatoes, and then one day I'm like, tomatoes are actually good. I'm like, what the heck? What happened? What happened to me?
That's how you know you're adulting. Like you're kind of like you're an adult because your palate changed and you're like, oh.
Yo, everyone tried to trick me into liking tomatoes. They're like, oh, it's just like ketchup, and I'm like, no. Ketchup has like a bunch of spices in it, and it's like pureed or something.
Thank you for the redeem, Weedy. Or should I say redeems? I'll hydrate real quick.
Okay, Weedy, that's like a different thing. That's like your body's rejecting, like actually rejecting the food. It's not you don't like it, it's like it's not good for your stomach.
Oh, really? Avocados, huh? Aw, dang. Freaking chat. Not chat. The game crashed. Open another room. Yeah, I don't like most potatoes, but I just endure them. Yeah, I
How do you
don't know.
endure potatoes? What?
I mean, you know what's crazy about that? I don't eat a lot of potatoes. Like, I had a fallout with potatoes. I used to love potatoes. I loved fries. I loved, like, mashed potatoes, anything with potatoes. Now I'm just like, eh. Like, unless it's loaded fries or something, it has to have things in it. And you know what? That is the only way. I can't just straight up just eat just plain fries anymore. It's gotta be smothered in shit. You know, like, not actual shit, but you know.
Ooh.
But it's gotta be
That's like
smothered.
that.
It's gotta be smothered with other food, like with chili, like chili, like yeah, chili, or with nacho cheese or
Dang,
whatever.
that's so pretentious. You're like, oh, I can't drink water anymore. It has to be flavored water.
Yes, I'm bougie as fuck. No, I do feel like, if I do want to eat something, I want it to be good, but I could settle for like ramen or miso soup that I can make at home, like the instant shit. But like I don't like to, like, if I'm really desperate, I could just go to McDonald's to get something, but usually I'm just like, no, you know. But
I try to buy
know.
food that's easy to cook and isn't so bad.
Yeah, no, that's what I've been trying to do now. It's just avoiding eating out and just eating stuff at home. Most of the time, my mom's been cooking, so I kind of just feel like, okay, I don't mind this. It gives me a break from cooking.
You know, mom's gonna cook. Moms are gonna cook.
Boiled potatoes are the worst. Yes and no. Depends if it's like in a stew. Like, okay, you could put like a really good flavored stew, and you put potatoes in it. And usually, it gives it a different flavor. It's not like straight plain. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
But boiled potatoes is just like the second evolution of mashed potatoes.
Well, it's the whole potato. Like my mom would actually make really good stew, and she would cut up the potatoes and add like sazon and so I'm not sure if it's, I don't know. She has unique seasonings, so she makes it kind of like it's I don't know what the kind of stew she has, because she puts like a chicken stew. She puts the whole bones and everything in it to give it like that bone flavor to it. It just helps it, you know. It's kind of gross at first the way it sounds, but actually like the bone marrow.
No, that's just called bone broth.
Yeah, but it just gives it more flavor. And then adding potatoes and carrots and all that stuff kind of, you know, if it's in a soup, I feel like I could eat that. But if it's boiled like that, you take it out. It's just like, ugh, I don't know. It has to be like in something, like marinating.
It needs taste.
It needs, yeah, just plain, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Just plain is gross. I agree.
Nah, I like raw potato though.
Ooh, that's
It reminds me. It reminds me of a pear, actually.
I like pears, and I happened to like chew on a corner of a potato before, and I was just like, why is it kind of crunchy? But it feels like it does something to my teeth, and it's not good.
Ooh.
I don't know. It's just a weird. It's like it leaves like a film or something. And it's, I don't know. I don't know. It's like starchy, and I think that's why I didn't like about it.
Weedy.
What potatoes are you eating? Raw potatoes. Wait, I don't think do people actually eat raw potatoes though, like for real? Or am I the first one to know that this is a thing?
Wow, the game.
I've only took like a little bite because I was curious, and I was just like, never again. What am I doing? Help me again. How dare you, Nintendo? Why are you this way?
Like it's par for the course for Splatoon.
Did you at least watch it first? I did. I just cause now that I think about it, I was like shaving like the outside skin of the potato, like peeling it, and I took like a slight, like I shaved off a thin layer from the potato, and after I rinsed it out, I took a bite, and I was just like, not what I expected. I was just like, cool, I don't like this shit.
The potato skin?
No, I shaved off the potato skin, and after when I got off the potato layer, like skin layer, I just took like a thin layer from the potato, like a very thin layer of the white part, and I like kind of like chewed at the tip of it, and I was just like, okay, what's this? Awful, great. Now I know I don't like it.
Maybe it depends on the potato you eat.
I think it was like a red potato.
Red?
My mom usually gets red potato. I think that's the only thing we usually would get that I know of. It's red potato.
A lot of potatoes, when they're baked, they start to taste the same to me. But sweet potatoes though. I love sweet potatoes.
I'm not gonna lie, they're not too bad and they're more nutritional. So.
Just don't get them to me in like fry form.
I don't think I know anybody that fries them aside from making like a sweet potato dish that has like marshmallow and cinnamon in it or something like that, or brown sugar. No, that's it. I think it's brown sugar and marshmallows. They make it sweet, sweeter than what it is. It's already kind of naturally sweet.
I was talking about like sweet potato fries.
Sweet potato fries?
Yeah.
They sound good. I don't think I've tried them.
Oh really?
No.
Wow.
Not fries. You would think I would, but
because it's a potato.
Yeah. No. If anything, I tried them baked before. It's like mostly like yams. I think that's what I had with yams.
Yeah, yams are like a distant cousin.
Okay. So I had that. And it was usually like a Thanksgiving thing. I forget like what that Thanksgiving really is, honestly, at this point, because I was like, I haven't had like a home cooked meal in forever.
Maybe this Thanksgiving will be different.
Maybe. We'll see.
I'm still kind of sad. I went to this one restaurant, and I had this sweet potato thing, but I'll never be able to like try it ever again because I don't know what it's called. It was a seasonal thing, and I don't even know what the restaurant I went to was called ever again. So I'll never know what it was that I ate that I thought it was so good.
I feel that like there's like some restaurants that I found, or not that I found, but people took me to, and I see them like, what's that restaurant? They had that really good food, but I don't know the name. I'm very sad because I probably would went there every day. Good thing because I probably would have like was broke, you know.
Yeah, imagine what would happen if you went to like to a foreign country. You'll never know what it's called because you don't know what like the different foods are there.
Literally, like now, I would just take a picture in front of the building and then the meal I had. So I just be like, oh, I went here, got it.
Oh yeah.
Now I don't want to forget in case I have a good meal or I have a bad experience.
Oh, give yourself assurance, I see.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Ah. I've only had maybe a couple bad experiences at some restaurants, and one I care not to mention because it's very gross.
What restaurant? Which one are you putting under the bus?
I ain't trying to put that restaurant under the bus because I feel bad because I don't know if the workers even knew or whatever. It was like first of all, like customer service was already bad. And then when I told them I had found something in my food, and they didn't believe me, and I had to go to the fucking restaurant with my food and show them, and then they were like, "Oh shit, I'm very sorry. You give this person whatever you want." And I was just like, "I'm just never eating here again. I just want my refund." That's really how it boiled down to.
You were one of those. Well, you just lost the customer.
I was just a Karen for the time, but I just wanted, like, I wasn't gonna go on the fucking thing and, like, you know, like, because I had a picture of it and everything, and I wasn't gonna go fuck up their business, because I'm pretty sure if I did that, I feel like they probably fucked. But I didn't do that. I just wanted my refund, and I told myself, okay, I'm not gonna just eat here again. Period.
Hey, was it like a local restaurant? Or is it like a chain?
It might have been a chain for the South. So, but I've only seen that one restaurant. I'm not sure how spread out they were. I just know, usually I don't make a big deal about it. I kind of, like, it was just that one restaurant just gave me the worst experience. Most of the time, I see something food, I'm like, oh, okay. Like, that's, I could let it slide, whatever, but the one I had was very bad. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that kind of torture to anybody. I just don't want to talk about it too much. I think it's really gross.
Sometimes it's just like one location that messes up.
Usually. I just never went back to that one, and I haven't went and found another one like that. So I don't know if they were really mom and pop. They seem kind of busy all the time. You know, like, not like super busy, but like just like your traditional, like, it's got some business going. You know, it was busy sometimes. But, yeah, they weren't terrible. What the heck? That's not us. There's somebody else.
One of them left.
Okay.
I'm kind of hungry right now.
You're kind of hungry. I'm talking about bad experience and you're hungry. I'm like thinking about it. I'm just like, I am not hungry, and you're like, I'm hungry. I'm just like, but not me.
See, I'm thinking about good food. You're thinking about bad food.
Yeah, I'm just like, I just can't relate to that right now. Okay, well, I have to say, it's very, like, the restaurant is very similar to Chipotle, but Chipotle is actually pretty good. They have similarities to each other, so. Oh, hello! Hi, Diva! Thank you for the raid!
Hey, Diva!
Hi! Hi, everybody! Welcome to the Lumi channel.
Luigi's on point.
Yes, welcome in. Yes, my name is Miss Lumi, and I am host of some turtles right now. But yes, welcome in. Hang out and chill with Miss Lumi today. I am surprised I didn't die yet. It's coming. My death is coming.
I died for you.
You died for me?
Yeah, I died for you.
Oh no. I don't want you to die.
It already happened.
It already happened.
Can't change it.
Can't change it now. It's too late. It's too late. The funny. I splattered the funny. It's funny.
Nice.
That's funny. But yeah, yeah, never going to that restaurant. Which is unfortunate because I was liking it. Unless they
Real
have one
though.
in the
You
north.
lost the customer.
You lost a customer.
That's my favorite line, because
You just lost a customer.
I think for like restaurants it matters a little bit more because regulars are a big thing. But like for restaurants, or no, not restaurants, for like retail, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's like, you don't care if you don't want those pair of shoes. It's not my problem that I'm your size.
Because like another customer will come and they'll just, you know, not buy that one thing. They'll just buy something else in that store. Wow, you hit me, I'm on the wall.
I just feel like people, I just want to know what is people even complaining about in retail aside for trying to return something. But, like, I just wanted to go in there just to complain. I don't know why. I'm just like, why are people like this? I'm just like, I'd just be like, listen, bring the item, full, get your money back, get out.
I had some really weird experiences with people trying to return things. Like, there's this one lady, she was buying things, but then she also wanted to return a thing. So then I returned her thing, but then I had this like, I had the money from the return, and then I added it to her groceries. So then her grocery prices would go down. And then she's like, where's my money? And I'm like, it's in your other groceries. And then and then she looked around and she's like, but where's my money? And she just could not understand that I put the money on her groceries. I told her that like 3 times. And she's like, I don't see my money. And I'm like,
it's just, it's
some
really
old
weird
lady that doesn't know how technology works. And I was about to go on break too. And I'm like cutting to my break time. And then I just passed the problem to my manager.
She's like, yeah, you handle this. I don't get paid enough to stay over my break.
For real.
No, it sucks because you're just like, you're trying to be nice. You're trying to be courteous. Well, I understand where you're going here, but it's just like, you can only like explain yourself so much. You're just like, alright, I'm out.
I'm finna head out.
I'm gonna head out now.
That one's SpongeBob. I mean, where he gets off the chair.
Can I just say,
I'm
like,
ahead.
I just came across like a coffee cup at Hot Top. I'm not sure if it was Hot Topic Expenses, but they had the SpongeBob meme. Like, alright, I'm gonna head out, just getting off the chair. Like, and I was just so tempted to get it, just to have it. So I was just like, it's a meme.
I mean, I bought the Mega Man plug and play for the meme. I knew it wasn't gonna be really good, but I just wanted it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how I was playing Mega Man.
Oh.
It was on a plug and play. Spongy. They were trying to use dualies to roll away.
How dare.
No! They're BMing! They BM!
I died. I don't think from the same person, but...
There's this dually, like, jumping up and doing the squid thing.
Well, we both kind of like that at the same time. Where are they going to be? There, of course.
Dang.
In our base. Oh, you! No! I don't care, you died. I'm cool with this. I'm cool with it. I died, but they
Yeah,
died
you're
too.
cool.
See how we did.
You know what? I blame the 2 randos on their team.
Oh,
Oh,
new player maps updated.
it's that hour.
Is that time? Well, that's okay. I was gonna like take a mini break and get some more drinks and stuff. Hopefully, it don't take too long.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to stream for another hour or so. So yeah, but yeah, I'll be right back, guys. To be continued.
The meme.
The meme. But yeah, we were back.
Welcome back.
Thanks. I didn't mean to actually cough on the mic. I was just like...
I was like, something happened.
But yes, I am back. Hopefully it didn't take too long. I am creating a room. I don't know where Hookah is. I thought she was gonna show up. Unless she's streaming. I don't think she is. I thought I would have gotten a notification.
I don't think I saw her.
I think she's probably maybe gaming still. Like she hasn't replied my message yet.
Too busy gaming to reply.
Might be. She said she was gonna play Faust, so.
Yeah, is there a day that you'll be free this week? Or is it every day now?
Well, every day for right now until I get hired. I've been applying for jobs and updated my resume twice already, so been doing that. It's so fun.
That's a struggle.
It is. But yeah, right now
You know what?
I'm currently free for the meantime.
You know, for that job stuff though, if you know what I mean, take every opportunity you can to get the job. If you're free, then I guess I'll just hit you up about the Phasma stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Is the Easter event fun?
Yes. You're essentially finding all the eggs in the houses, and when you do find the eggs, or if somebody else finds the eggs, it makes this squeaky giggly noise like hee 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 or some shit. And then, yeah, so and then you know you found the eggs, and you just walk out, I guess. Pick up the eggs. I think it's kind of good. As long as you just don't die.
You get better at the game. Do you still die?
I'm always down. But, I'm getting better at the controls. I decided to use the keyboard for playing the controller, because controller's been acting weird for me, I guess. But it's fun. I like it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was watching Hookah's stream, and she was using controller to move around, but then mouse and keyboard to navigate the menu. I'm like, that's an interesting way to play.
I sometimes was doing that because it's, I don't think you could really click on anything. It doesn't really have you have to move the controller. I don't think because it has motion control. Move the thing. I don't. That's why I said I thought it was kind of harder for me to play with the controller, but I need to try it again. It's just, it was starting to drift. It had this room to drift to it. And I thought it was my controller, and I was just like, oh, I'm just not gonna do it. But it plays okay when I play Dead by Daylight. But I play fast, it's solid.
weird.
Yeah.
Maybe there's motion controls.
But I got used to the keyboard already, so I'm just like, oh, this is fine. But I like playing the game though; it's fun. I don't even get scared. I don't even get scared now. I'm just like, I think that is the problem. They'll go somewhere, and I'm venturing off, and I'm just like, oh, it's over here. Like, and then Puka's like, where are you? I'm over in this room. I was like, what are you doing over in that room? Yeah,
I'm too scared of that game too.
I think I'm only scared if I play by myself. Like,
yeah, of course.
Playing with other people, like,
the nerves get you. Yeah, when you have like a group of 4 people, I feel it's like so much easier. But if it's like if it's 2 people, it's like okay. But then as soon as one person dies, it's like fight or flight instincts.
Like, oh shit, someone died. We're next. We gotta do something now. Gotta do the thing. Get the stuff and go. Pick a ghost. Let's go.
And every time Hookah was playing, like she got the ghost correct most of the time.
No, she actually is getting really good at that game.
Yeah, I could learn a thing or two from her. Animations are still jank though.
It is a little bit, but it's good. Apparently there's another game that is supposedly better now than that one. It's called Demonologist or something. It says like Phasmophobia, but better. And I don't know. I'm just only going based off what people can say.
This game looks scarier.
Demonologist or Phas?
Yeah, Demonologist.
It does.
Okay. It's like it's either the graphics are too good or they're like too bad. Like you know, like Silent Hill, because the graphics are like on like the bad scale. It feels like it's like from like a different like a hidden time period where things are like way more scarier. But then if the graphics look too good, it's like it's realistic.
I have not really seen previews of that game or trailers of it at all, and I was meaning to look into it. I'm just going based off of the I don't know how much it is. I don't know if I'll be able to stream it, but I might be able to play it.
$15.
Is it on sale right now? Or that's the...
No, that's just the base price. But I have been seeing this other streamer I've been following play a bunch of mobile games that are like, I guess, Dead by Daylight fun.
Okay.
And it's like way more interesting because there's like 8 people on one team. And there's only one killer. So like I feel like it's stacked to the survivors' favor.
Oh, wow, yeah.
You know what? The more the merrier. Do you play Roblox though? Like
same thing with Fortnite. I haven't played Fortnite. I hear about
Fortnite Roblox is kind of like an anything game. Like people make games. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. I think Hookah was playing a lot of the horror themed Roblox games.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure your computer can run it. And it's like 100% free.
Okay. I just was having a hard time with Dead by Daylight for some odd reason. But since I have it for the Switch, I tried adjusting my computer. So Steam was acting weird, and I was trying to mess with the settings, and I guess as I was gradually messing with the settings, I kept making it worse, and I couldn't fix it even to where my Switch was working again. So
I guess that's the easier way to do it.
the thing is, like, I just, if I do try to play on Steam, probably not gonna be that game. And I'm not even gonna adjust the settings because every time I adjust the settings, somehow it keeps messing up the OBS. And this is my second time uninstalling and reinstalling and having to add everything back, and I don't want to do that again.
Ooh.
It's been a pain in the butt, yeah.
Yeah, if it works on Switch, then I guess that's the way to do it.
I'm gonna have to until I save up enough for a good computer, which that's gonna be a long time.
Okay, but
I could try other.
like actual computer or laptop?
An actual computer, because I have a laptop right now.
Oh, okay, okay.
I want to actually get a pretty decent sized desktop.
Pre-built? Probably pre-built.
I'm thinking that only because I don't know if I really want to build a computer. If I really want to, I guess I could look into it again because I kind of know where all the parts go in a computer a little bit because I was taking IT classes before and I kind of was like, oh, I could do this.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
But it's been a hot minute. It's been a couple years since I even touched base with that kind of software, so. But,
and I guess whichever is cheaper for you, because I could help you out too.
I mean, I was thinking of getting a pre-built, but I don't want to, like, I don't want to get something that's going to really mess up later. I don't know. I'm kind of, like, scared I'm going to put, like, $2,000 down, and then, like, or it's probably more, I don't know. I'm afraid of putting, like, more in that, and then all of a sudden it's just gonna fuck up on me. I'm not wasting a couple of years, you know?
That's why you just double check with someone that knows.
Yeah.
Like me. Yeah, if it's like a pre-built too, I can tell you if it's worth it. And I have been feeling that my computer is like not that good right now.
Because of your last stream?
Maybe the stream. Maybe the stream.
Well, I thought maybe it's just your internet. It wasn't the stream.
Yeah, I don't know about that yet. I still have to, I guess, investigate that. But like for video editing, it's a little bit slow.
I mean, well, how's your upload speed?
Upload's okay. I can't tell you the number right now because I forgot.
Huh?
I can't tell you the numbers right now because I forgot what they are. But
I mean, is it like 10 upload?
No, I don't think it. Because I'm not paying for it right now. I don't know the numbers. I just help pay for it.
Usually I check like the test internet speed and it runs like how much is the download and upload. It scans it for you. You can do it on your phone or on your PC and figure out from there. I had to upgrade my internet a little bit.
I'll ping test right now then.
Yeah. Right now I'm like doing like 20 upload, and it's good enough for at least 1 or 2 people. At least. But I only use like 6,000 bit rate, so I don't usually take up a whole lot anyway. Like it's just me and my mom.
I was hoping to do 3,000.
3,000?
maybe your mom wants to stream.
Oh, she usually just watches movies all day long. Usually, that's her thing. But she does use like Netflix, HBO, everything like that.
Chirp chirp.
Chirp, chirp, chirp. Chirp, chirp. Yeah, I meant to put Mango on cam, totally forgot. I wasted more time to set up, but I actually figured out a place to put him, so maybe my next stream, and I'll have him set up. But yes, hi Mango. We love you.
Yeah, I have 350 download, 20 upload.
Then, yeah, that shouldn't be bad. I don't know. It might be decent, but I don't know. What are you using?
I don't know either.
Are you using OBS, right?
Yeah, I'm using OBS.
Okay, so
I mean,
I just know, like, having like Discord up usually with my OBS, they don't go way get a lot of people up. At least with my laptop. Unless I have it on a browser. Which that's what I've been using, is just talking Discord through the browser.
Well, it was like my 3rd ever stream, so maybe it was just bad that day.
I realized, like, when I first started streaming the game, like, I had everything installed, and I just jumped right into the stream. I just got everything together, and then usually when I restart my computer after putting everything in OBS, and I think OBS gets all funky when you start adding shit to it, and then immediately stream, because it's like, I guess, setting in, I guess, like adjusting.
Wait, setting up to what?
It's like the programs and stuff that, like, the sources and stuff that I add to OBS. And if I add too much, like, sources all at once usually, and then start a stream, everything is very laggy and slow. So usually after I add everything in the sources, I kind of just start my computer and start streaming, because I feel like it's just kind of like fresh. It gets everything.
I think that's some placebo type thing.
I don't know. Somehow it works for me, because last time I done that a couple times, I noticed my streams was having problems because I kept adding stuff to my things. So I've ended up adding less things because I think it gets overwhelmed when my laptop can't handle all the sources and stuff.
Yeah, I'll have to try again and then see if it goes bad or wrong.
Trial and error stuff that I still go through it, and I've been streaming, so it's a learning curve.
I was like kind of panicking when I saw that I was dropping frames a lot. I'm like, no, I just wanted to stream.
Because the quality looked good. It's just, yeah, it just looked like it just paused, like.
Yeah, it would just stop.
Yeah. Just skipping or something.
Because I think like anywhere at 3,000 makes it look good, but then 2,000 is all pixely.
No, I was doing that for a little bit, and it looked okay with like my 8-bit games, like my SNES games I was playing before, like the Super
Hmm.
Mario World 3, it was able to handle the 2000 bit rate. And it didn't make anything laggy. It was just the higher graphic games was just looking awful.
Yeah, and the Donkey Kong looked good too.
Did Donkey Kong look okay?
Yeah, I thought it did.
Okay, yeah, because I was using like 2000 or 2005 around there, but I think I was like 2000. I think I lowered it a little lower because our upload speed was like 3. So it was awful. So I had it like 1,500 until I was just like, alright, this now. And it kept fluctuating back and forth. You know, Wi-Fi does that and shit. It's not straight to the source.
That's weird because I'm on I'm on Ethernet right now. Well, Splatoon, no, I'm not.
No, I'm
'Cause
not either. But I'm actually using Wi-Fi right now.
Oh, for your laptop? For the stream?
Yeah, I relocated my room to my room, so it's no longer in the
living room.
Yeah. I'm using Wi-Fi. And it's not so bad. I haven't had any issues.
Splatoon now. IRL stream later. Oh, I like those IRL streams. I like how all they have to do is just wear a backpack and have a good cellular connection, and then they can just stream wherever they want.
That's awesome. Okay, about that. It's just like consistent hotspot.
I think. There is this one streamer I was watching. Do you know anyone by the name of CDogV8? No? He used to do a lot of anime stuff, but now that he moved to Japan, he's trying to make content over there. One of the streams I like that he did is called like a cyclothon, where he goes to like one place to another in Japan on bike, but then streams it. But like by the end of it, he gets kind of buff. But then like it's also fun on the stream too, because it's like we're there too.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I wish I could go to Japan.
I want to go to Japan too.
Definitely on the bucket list one day.
Good idea. I always get a lot of food videos on YouTube from Japan.
You mean like mukbang things?
No, not
What
mukbang.
are you talking about? Because I see some weird shit on there, and I'm just like, why is this a thing? But it's a
I've
thing.
been wasting a lot of time with YouTube Shorts lately. I should stop doing it because after like a binge session of it, I get like really tired.
I haven't really been like, I go on YouTube for music and then I go for entertainment on TikTok.
Yeah, it's just it's just the TikToks reposted as YouTube Shorts.
I've seen a little bit of the YouTube Shorts, but I feel like I got a weird algorithm on there, and it needs to be fixed. I don't know. I get a lot of weird stuff because I usually like meme things. I like stuff with memes, and then I get like the weirdest thing that's not related to a meme, and I'm like, why is it my suggestion? Why is it here? You know?
See, but some of it is like gold.
Yeah. But I think like I've been on TikTok long enough that it knows me now. It knows what I like. There's no once in a while
Maybe
I
you're
find a
watching weird
video.
stuff on YouTube.
Maybe.
Yeah, a lot of the YouTube Shorts that just for no reason show up are about food. There's always like food in like Japan or food in like Korea, which I thought the Korea convenience store foods are pretty cool. I like how okay, I don't know if this is anywhere else, but I like how they just sell cups of ice where you can just I'm lagging.
Cups of ice.
Oh, wait, what's happening? What?
Oh, everybody's crashing? Oh.
What the heck?
Everybody was just like disappearing one by one. I saw that.
Everyone's like lagging for me.
Okay.
That's so weird.
Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, whatever meltdown that just happened.
Nintendo, why can't you just... Why are we playing this game? Where's Splatoon 4?
Is 4 gonna be really any better though? Like, are they really
don't
gonna
know.
fix? Are they really gonna fix the issue? Is Nintendo really gonna just do the thing?
No, they wouldn't. They didn't even re-release Mario games.
How dare they? But at least I still look forward to the 2
I still never beat Breath of the Wild.
Really?
Yeah. I bought the game when I first got a Switch, but then my brother started playing it. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess you can play it. Even though you can have separate saves. But then I just never got back into it.
I got into it and I kind of got highly addicted to the whole open world experience. It's very different.
Did you beat it?
I didn't really play a whole lot of like the open world games before, like Skyrim.
Oh, you said Sky, and I was thinking
no,
Skyward Sword?
No, Skyrim.
yeah, Skyrim.
Yeah. I just feel like because you're kind of just put there and you're just like, oh, you're kind of on your own. It kind of helps guide you, you know. But you could pretty much go anywhere. If you want to go fight Ganon with your 3 hearts and steal up a goblin weapon, you're gonna die. But it's your choice, you know. You have the option to do so. Like,
the wooden stick with the leaf on it.
yeah. Going there with a stick. I remember like just getting really frustrated the fact that I was just like the whole cooking aspect of the thing. I was just like, man, I gotta cook food to survive. But now it's just like it's not that hard. I just fight shit. I just put a dish together. There you go. I got a meal that holds me over. I don't know, it's something that I was just like, oh, this isn't so bad. Once I started knowing about the game and learning more about it, I was just like, oh, I like it. I like all the stuff.
I like the lore. I just I can't get over the fact that weapons break and stuff.
Oh yeah, that was a sucking part. Like until I found out that you get really good weapons from the finals, and there's like one area, maybe two areas. I don't know, but there's like a main one that goes that they're always spawning, and you can get elemental weapons. Those are pretty good. They last quite a while. You actually get really good shields, so I feel like the best farming for weapons is really killing the lions.
I don't even know what a lion is.
It's like a.
That's how far played.
It's. I'll show you a picture of the lion, or you could look it up. But it's like a half horse, half lion thing.
Wait, are those the mini bosses in the game?
I would say like side bosses, like yeah, I guess mini bosses, but they're kind of spread out. But they're like once you know what you're doing, they're very easy to beat.
Oh! I know this monster.
Yeah, I do. I would farm from them to get weapons and shields and stuff.
I saw a speed run where someone shot him in the face with an arrow, and then picked up this rock and just kept slamming it into it until it would die. And that was the fastest way for him to kill it.
Oh my gosh! I use the Fury ability where it slow moves like your moves, so you could dodge all of his hits. But you see, you could do so much in that game. Like people are so creative how they kill bosses, like, especially the guardians and shit. Like I don't know how the fuck they get that creative. I just know like I would see a guardian, I would just take off their legs first before I actually attack them, so they can't chase me and just stay stuck. You know? I used to be so scared of those guardians. The moment I see a laser, I'm just like, oh shit.
At least the first one you meet is like stuck, or it should be stuck.
I didn't care. I was venturing off. I was just like, ooh, what's that? What's that thing doing? I think it was like closer to the castle location, because he was like in like around, like he was just roaming around the castle. I was just like, oh, wait, what's that? Oh, no, that's no good. No bueno. And then there's so many at the castle. But you could technically deflect the lasers using one of the shields that you get. I think it's the iron shield. And it has really good resistance against it, but you can just deflect it and kind of just fucks it up. And it's an easier way to like not need your weapons. Just deflect everything from your shield. Like I said, I beat the game. I technically 100% it, and I'm probably never gonna 100% it again.
You 100% Breath of the Wild?
I did. I even collected all the Korok seeds.
Oh no.
And I had a map.
I
had a map to know there were locations, so I started from the corner of the map and worked my way across. I even like found some that I already didn't found, but no, I was like so determined, just enough to get a little medal thing or whatever. It was just like a golden poop thing. Like, oh, here you go, this is what you get for connecting. Like, I don't know if it was. It was like over like. I thought it was like 900 fucking Korok seeds. I don't know.
There are so many.
I was just the only thing that I haven't done in that game was collect all the treasure chests. And it's the only thing. But in the thing, it says I 100%. I guess the treasure chest is just
You would only get me to find or like complete the Korok missions, puzzles, whatever, if I just randomly found it. Otherwise, I cannot bother. I couldn't be bothered to do it.
You mean the shrine?
No, the Koroks, some of them,
yeah.
I think,
Oh,
they want you to do like a little puzzle, and then they're like, okay, I'll give you the thing now.
I don't even remember there was a puzzle. It's been I don't know how many years when it came out. I want to say last time I actually touched base with the game was probably like 2 years ago.
I'm getting carried these games.
Yeah, you're carried, just so you know.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
getting carried right now.
Let me see. Because it sounds like lies and slander.
Lies? I would never.
I mean, you're technically carrying me, so it's still.
No.
You got like the Agent 8 got us, but yes, you are still carrying.
Guess I'll not use bucket anymore. Bucket's fun.
Oh my goodness.
Or not.
It's no longer fun.
Nintendo ruining my fun.
Why is it? Oh shit! What happened? Some weird shit happened. I scrolled down too fast. I was like, what happened?
The private battles?
I went somewhere and I was just like, what is this? What is this? But yeah, I was thinking this will probably be my last game before I end stream.
Oh shit.
It's already midnight over here. So.
Gotta play the try-hard weapon. Keep forgetting that you're an hour behind me.
I mean, I was technically Pacific time, but no more. I am now Central.
Specific time. I don't know why I like saying that.
I noticed that I get more tired just because of that, because I look at the time like it's early and I think, oh right, I just got used to kind of being an hour ahead, so technically. Yeah. I don't even know when I started streaming. I think I started at 9. So.
And then you split up the stream because of the thingy thing happened.
Yeah, I'm actually really sad about that. I was just like, you know what, I felt like I was like a bit but then I was like, you know what, I kind of want to play Splatoon anyway. But I wanted to do something different because I haven't played it since I was 16.
So when are they gonna bring back the music game mode in Splatoon? Yeah, there's like a rhythm game.
Oh,
What?
man. We'll try again. I know, it's someone on the other team that just fucking bounced. That's nice.
These kids.
Kids, though. They was like, it's
You
midnight,
gotta go
you
to
gotta go to
sleep.
bed. Yeah.
I was gonna say, they gotta go to sleep for school.
They left because they might get their ass beat for staying up at midnight.
Looks like someone's parents found them playing the Switch under their bed.
I was just, I'm not sure if I had this conversation before, but like, you know, with the DS games and then you have the Mario game, and then you like your parents come in and you close the game real fast and you hear Mario saying bye-bye. Like,
Yeah. I think that's the Mario 64 DS.
yeah. And I just remember just hearing it, and I was just like, well, I know if some kid had this, they would not get away with shit.
I feel like they did that on purpose.
Yeah. Bye-bye. They're also saying bye-bye to the game, also bye-bye that you will get your ass beat. You're gonna die now.
Yeah, that was my only experience in Mario 64. Like I didn't play the original. 64DS was the only one I played.
I played.
And I thought it was pretty fun.
I played the original one. Like, I feel like it's. I haven't. So I don't know how much it looks like. I mean, how it's remastered. It's remastered, right? It looks better.
It has new graphic. It's like a remake. Okay. Yeah, it's better to say remake because it has new physics, new graphics, new zones.
Because when they remastered Ocarina of Time with the 3DS, I was hoping that they ported that game onto the Switch.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that too because
you know,
the motion controls would work amazing on the Switch.
It was just kind of a disappointment to see it ported as a 64. I was like, fuck. But you know what? It's fine. It's like nostalgia, cool. But it's just after seeing it on the 3DS, you're like, this has so much potential.
Did they even re-release Majora's Mask on the 64 Virtual Console?
Yeah.
It is? Oh, okay.
They have both and they recently added the Game Boy Advance games, and they have this Zelda Spirit Track. Sorry.
Wait, that's DS. That's DS.
It's DS? No, I thought.
Yes. Wait, you talking about Minish Cap?
Yeah. Is it Minish Cap? Yeah.
And Spirit Tracks is a train.
Where did I see the DS? I must have seen it recently, but I was just like, oh, I was gonna play it. To be fair, I haven't really played a lot of the handheld Zelda games. Didn't have a whole lot to go on. Like, I really borrowed the DS's, or I played a little bit on my brother's DS, but I never like had enough time to get the full experience of like the Game Boy. The only time I had a handheld game is when I got the 3DS, and I barely used the 3D feature. But it was kind of cool. Like, to me, I was just like, oh, that's the coolest thing to make a thing. It's like 3D. Shit. But now it's like when I play it, it's like it makes me kind of like dizzy. But it's cool.
Okay, this one I tried hard. This one I try hard.
You did?
Yes, I try hard this one.
I didn't. Let's see. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, you carried. Oh, we just went into another match tonight. Oh, fuck it, we're gonna do one more. Fuck it,
okay,
we're gonna do one more.
You make me work overtime.
I didn't mean to. I feel bad, because I was just like, hey, you know what? You're still good.
I know that. Another one.
You're lovely. You do amazing.
No, you're lovely.
No, I'm not.
Stop lying.
I'm not lying. Let's go one last round.
Uno más.
Aqua. They're on the opposite side.
You still have a 3DS or no?
I do. I have about a year and a half ago. I didn't. And I just.
What do you mean? What do you mean you didn't mean to hack it?
Because I wanted to play multiplayer games on it, and I realized that I can't.
They can.
No, but you can't play like where because I think you're like restricted because you get
No, you can. You can. Or at least I can with mine.
I don't know. I mean now probably not because they don't no longer have the online things.
Wait,
to play.
Wasn't this during the era where they still had 30 or not 30 online for free?
Yes. Now they don't have it.
Now you gotta pay for online.
Yes, Nintendo gotta make money somehow. Not paying for like games that's worth like $60
Yeah, they're gonna make you pay for online, and they want you to buy their old games.
Well, it just makes me upset that Breath of the Wild's been out for like a few years now, and it's still $60.
Yeah, I feel that's everyone. That's everyone that has an online store. It's always gonna be 60. But if you go to like a mom and pop shop that somehow sells games too, they're gonna have it at like $30, $40.
If I can find it, I think I know where to get one. Like, there's this place called Just Replay, and they sell a lot of like retro games and stuff. Oh, right! This is a freaking blaster. The Flash Blaster. I hate that one.
I don't like that weapon.
It has no reason to be strong.
Why does it clap so hard?
Is that the one from like Unwitches but for Salmon Run?
Oh, that one shoots really fast. It's like a different one.
It's like pop, 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 pop. Yeah, it's like really fast, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
This
that
one-
one, that
This one
one's.
goes pretty fast, but not as fast as the one you're
I
thinking.
think it just does a lot of damage. Here.
I feel like we missed the spot.
Maybe. Oh, yeah. I think it looks promising. Yay.
Oh, okay. Okay, I tried hard on this one too.
You did good. I did
Trying hard and talking hard.
good.
No, that's a lie. I don't talk hard.
Okay. Yes, you did 7. You carried. Absolutely. I got 0 kills, just so you know.
What? How?
Because I'm dying. I'm actually really tired and I can't function.
Okay, if you're
But-
tired, then like I'm glad I can carry.
Yeah, it was a stupid blaster that couldn't get me through anybody. Every time I tried, he was like the bodyguard. I was just like, what the fuck? So, I couldn't get him. I was trying to get him, I just couldn't. But yeah.
Yeah, don't worry, we got him.
Let's see, I don't know who's online right now to raid. We'll wait a little bit.
You know who to raid?
Maybe. I think I followed them before. I have one person, and I haven't rated them. I just recently followed them.
Who?
And I think it's Funko the Fox. So,
I don't think I know that person, but I'm about to find out.
yeah. Get the thing going. Everybody went to bed, even Weedy. But I'm glad he was able to hang around in the stream. I'm not sure.
We still got some people just lurking.
It's nice.
Yeah. Can't forget the lurkers.
We see you, we know you lurkers. Thank you. We appreciate you. We appreciate all the love.
Even if you're not there in the chat.
Pretty much. I'm trying to do the thing and it's so laggy right now. It has no need for the lag.
That's weird.
It's okay. It just can't be like that. So anyway, type in their name right. Okay, cool. It's going. So yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I shall do another stream soon. So you guys enjoy Bunko the Fox, and until
Yeah.
next time, see you on the next stream. Bye bye for now.
Bye.